Hi everyone, welcome back. If you're new here, my name is Debbie. Today we're going to be making something that you might know as swim biscuits, like blueberry swim biscuits, strawberry swim biscuits. Just they swim in butter. Doesn't that sound yummy? I gave mine a little new name. It's called Triple B Biscuits because it's blueberry, buttermilk, and butter biscuits. So the triple B's. So we're going to get into that, making those right now. So the first thing you want to do is preheat your oven to 450 degrees, which I have mine preheating. Okay, grab myself a bowl. Now we are going to be using self-rising flour for these triple B biscuits, blueberries, buttermilk, and butter. We're going to get 2 cups of self-rising flour. And I think this is Pillsbury. Everybody raves about White Lily, which I can very rarely find. So this is what I'm using. Then to that, I want a little vanilla flavor. So I picked up this powdered vanilla. Did you ever hear such a thing? I thought that was really cool. So we're gonna just shake a little bit of powdered vanilla in there. You know, maybe half a teaspoon. Just give it a little bit of sweetness. And then we're gonna be adding in our buttermilk. And our buttermilk is, what I'm using is this powdered buttermilk. I think you've seen me use this before. This has an expiration date of 2028, so it lasts a really long time. You do have to keep it in the refrigerator after you've opened it. I'll just show it to you. And what this is it's actually powdered buttermilk. This is actually like buttermilk that's been made, and then I think they said like froze or something, and then they crumble it into, so that's why you have to keep it in the refrigerator, because it's actually the base of buttermilk. So I have it in my refrigerator because it needs to be really cold of what I have pre-made. So let me go grab that. Alrighty, I'm gonna give it a quick stir up. Just make sure there's no little powdery chunks left in there. I think we're good. And this was 1.5 cups. Okay, so before I put my buttermilk in, I have 1/2 cup of butter in my, and a piece of paper. Glad it tipped over for me. That'd have been a little chewy, wouldn't it? So I'm just gonna go melt this in the microwave right in an 8x8 pan. Okay, I'm back. I've melted my butter, so I'm gonna set that aside. Now let's mix our buttermilk into our self-rising flour. And I'm not going to add it all just yet. I'm going to mix it, make sure it gets incorporated. Very good. And our little bit of vanilla powder. Okay. We're going to mix that good. And it should just look like a batter. Don't want to overmix. And then we're going to fold in our blueberries. Now, as you can see, some of them look like they got a little white on them because they're half frozen still. You just see there's just very few. The rest is thawed out, but it just wasn't quite a cup. So I was like, I don't want to be skimpy. So we're going to fold in those. So I had to get out some frozen ones. And you can use frozen ones. And the frozen ones did color the batter a little bit because there was a little bit of condensation on there. So we're going to have maybe some light purple biscuits. Okay. Let me grab a spatula real quick. Hang on. I'm back. Okay. Sorry for all the Hang on. Let me go get this. Let me go get that. I'm kind of a little bit out of sorts. There's our oven. It's ready. I haven't had my coffee yet this morning. I know I've not been uploading videos like as frequently as I used to. And you know, it may come to that because I'm just getting, I get so busy with my grandkids, and I like to spend time with my sisters, and I've really missed my crafting, but we'll get into that in a little bit. Okay, so we've got our buttermilk and our flour combined until smooth. Then we're gonna fold it in our berries, and then we're gonna put this right in our melted butter. Just dump it in there. See, it's swimming in it. Ooh, these are gonna be so good. And we're gonna make a little topping, just a drizzle of icing. We're gonna do some powdered sugar and milk together, and we're gonna make a little drizzle of, or we might just do water and powdered sugar, but you can make some glaze for them. And then we're gonna kind of try to spread them out evenly while they're swimming around in all that goodness of butter. Okay, so what we're gonna do then, we're gonna take a knife and we're going to cut these into 9 squares. Just to have an indentation in there while they're baking. Uh-oh, there was one of frozen blackberry. Get over there. So we're just gonna run a knife down where you would think it'd be 9 squares. And then we're gonna bake them for approximately 25 minutes. Okay? Put that over there. And then we will have our triple B biscuits, blueberries, buttermilk, and butter. Let's get them in. Okay, so while I'm cleaning up, I thought I'd have a little chat with you. And so I don't want anybody to be sad out there, but I may be taking a little break from YouTube for a while. Like I said, I really want to get back into some crafting, and I don't really want to be on a schedule. And that's not fair to you guys, just to upload whenever, and you don't know when I'm going to put a video up. So after this video, I might take a little break, and I'll definitely be back here and there with a recipe. And I have to start preparing for my Christmas. So I'm definitely going to share those videos with you and how I decorate my house and all my trees that I put up in my home for Christmas. And I'll still answer any questions you have or any comments you have. Anytime you want to reach out to me, even if I haven't posted a video, just do it on an older video because I see your comments. And I'll reach back out to you and I'll answer, and I'll keep in touch. But if you get to missing me while I'm taking my little break, I have like 300 videos online. So go to my playlist. If you want something that has to do with baking and desserts, you hit on the baking and desserts, and there's all my videos. If you want to have something that does with my bread machine, I have made jams in my bread machine, starter doughs in my bread machine, breads in my bread machine, all kinds of stuff. So you would click on recipes from a bread machine, and that has all those under it. Crock pot recipes, if you want an easy dinner recipe like a crock pot or a casserole or something like that. I have a column under my playlist called, I believe it's called Easy Dinners. Click on that, you'll find the crock pots and the casseroles and just all kinds of yummy things. And I think I have one that's home decor. I'm not sure how it's listed, but you'll see my videos of decorating my house and things like that. So there's tons of videos on there that you can keep in touch with me. And I've just, up until this journey, I've so enjoyed doing this, and enjoyed getting to know all of you. And there's some special people out there. I was going to try to name them by name, but I was afraid I would forget somebody if I didn't mention your name, and then you'd be, you know, you'd have kind of a heartache that I didn't say your name, because I am getting 60 something now. So I don't remember everybody's names, but I do remember certain people. I really do. The regular commenters, the regular ones that's always watching. I know who you are, and I really appreciate you. And I know there's people out there watching regularly that they don't comment. I specifically know one is my cousin, and she told me herself. She's always telling me about my videos. I know she watches me. And Miss M, her name starts with an M. Anyway, she's just down the road that way. So I know there's lots and lots, hundreds of people out there that watch me on a regular basis, and they don't even comment. And I appreciate all of you. I really do. I would have liked to got to know you a little better. So if you decide in the future to start commenting, I will sure answer your comments and have that rapport back with you. It warms my heart to do that. So I do thank God for this journey that I have been on. I feel very blessed. I started it almost 2 years ago. Probably it'll be like, I'm trying to think of the day I started it. Let's see, this is October. So probably like 6 weeks, it'll be 2 years I've been doing this. And it's been really rewarding and fulfilling in a lot of different ways. So it really brings a smile to my face. It does. But I'm just wanting to maybe get into some other things, like I said, and I just didn't want to leave you guys hanging and not know where's she been. She hasn't been posting or anything. So if you get to missing me, look up one of my old videos and watch it. So we're going to let those bake in the oven, and we'll be back for a little bit in a taste test. Alrighty, she just came out of the oven. It got a little bit darker than I wanted it to. Again, my oven is, I just have to get it looked at. The temperature is not reading correctly, so. But she's a hottie. You can see it bubbling. But it's going to taste good. So we're going to let that cool off. And in the meantime, I'm going to make some glaze with just powdered sugar and water. Okay, so I mixed up just some powdered sugar, a little bit of water or milk. I did put some of that vanilla powder in there, and just barely one little boop of cinnamon, just to give it a little extra something, something. And if y'all know me, you know I can't wait. So this is still hot. But I have not, like I said, had my coffee yet. It is going on 10:30. And I have not had any coffee or a breakfast. So I'm about fixing to have some right now. So let's get this on here. You're just going to drizzle it on, much or as little as you want. These rose very nicely. And I'm just going to put everything I made right on there. Since I made it, I'm putting it on. And you can see where the indentions are that I had pre-cut it. Ooh, can't wait. I want to get all this sweet goodness out of here. I think that's about all I'm getting. Okay, let me grab a napkin. And it's a little bit gloomy outside, you can see. A little bit overcast. Alrighty, let's get me a biscuit out of here. I can see where I cut it, pre-cut it. Stayed pretty cut, yeah. Ooh. Ooh, I left some of my berries behind. We don't want to leave our berries behind, do we? Alrighty, it's a little hot still, so I'm gonna take this hot pad and scooch it over. And let's give it a taste. Our triple berry biscuits. See, they rose really good and they look really tender. Blueberry, buttermilk, and butter. These are delicious. I'm glad I didn't wait till they were cooled off. Serve them warm. Excuse me for talking with my mouth full. Ooh boy. I love these. Okay, so there's our blueberry, buttermilk, and butter biscuits. Triple B biscuits. You gotta try them. So until next time, take care of yourself and take care of each other. And remember, I love y'all. Bye. Coffee.